Hi, everybody. Y'all come on in. Thumbs up the video. I think I made the live stream public. I think I make the live stream public. Oh, y'all come on in and thumbs up the live stream. How are you guys doing? Let me pull this up. Let me pull the live stream up, y'all. I'm a little chilly. Yeah, come on in and thumbs up the live stream. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up or click three dots at the top of the video to give it a thumbs up. I am in my pajamas. I'm in my pajamas. And I'm here to talk to you guys today. Y'all come on in and thumbs up the video. I'm here to answer a question that was posted on the channel, and I'm gonna answer a question every day. Every day I'm gonna come live at different times, don't know what time, and I'm gonna answer questions or anything that you guys have left a comment on the channel that I want to address. So I have to find, if I didn't delete it, let me see. I have to find this comment. I think it was two comments on the channel today that kind of sort of pertain to each other. And they both were about bathrooms. So let me find the first question if I didn't delete it. Excuse me, how are you guys doing today? Let me see if I can find a comment, y'all. I don't see the comments. I know I answered somebody. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so this person, I don't know how to pronounce the name, says they left a longer comment, and they says, does the toilet have to go underneath where your refrigerator is? Can it go inside the cabinet and make it a pull-out toilet? Okay, so that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about a toilet, and somebody else had asked another question. I don't know if it was the same person, and they asked, why can't I make a bathroom in the van? So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about a why I'm putting my toilet underneath my sink. I mean, not underneath my sink, underneath my refrigerator. And why don't I have a bathroom, or why am I not putting a bathroom in a van? First of all, uh, I am doing a van build. I am building out my van, and I'm turning my van into a tiny home on wheels. Um, I built out another van, Treasure. I built her out and I lived in her for 3 years. In June, it would have been 4 years that I lived in Treasure. So I lived in Treasure for 3.5 years. I didn't have a bathroom in Treasure. I had a bucket, a DIY toilet. I had eventually had the toilet that I have now that another company sent me. And that sufficed. The only thing that I really needed is a place to keep uh, the portable toilet that I have. I have a good method with the portable toilet. It works for me. I have a good method with taking a shower, taking a bath. I do a lot of city van life. So I have a gym membership that I pay for every month, even though I am not doing van life right now because I'm building out my new van. I still pay for my membership every month. So if I'm doing city van life, then I have a gym membership that I pay for every month. So I don't feel like I need everybody that does a van build. They have to decide what they need in van life. Like every van build is going to be about what you need. If you have your own van, whether it's a van you could stand up in, whether it's a minivan, whether it's a cargo van, whether it's a car, you have to decide what is most important to you. I have lived in a van for 3.5 years. So I know what I want and what I need in a van. I don't want a shower and a toilet in my van, a bathroom. I don't want, like, there are some vans that are longer. Say for instance, the Mercedes, I think it's on 100 and something wheelbase. Like that is a long van. And they can put a lot in those vans. Like I've seen one van build where they have a kitchen and the counter space for the kitchen is 8 feet long. And then they got a bathroom and then they got a bed. Wow, that's nice. but they have the room for that. When you have a wheelbase, I think the Mercedes wheelbase is like 170 something uh, inches long, or I don't know how many feet long it is, but guess what? They long. The Mercedes wheelbase are long. Now, I do believe that you can get a longer wheelbase in the Ford Transits. I don't have the longest wheelbase, but I think my wheelbase is 150 something, which is the longest of the ones that was at the auction. But my van is not long enough for me to get everything that I want in it. I like storage. I want a place to put this. I want a place to put my pots and pans. I love to cook. I want a place to put my dishes. I like clothes. I want a place for my closet. I want a place for my shoes. I want a place for my tools. I want a place to store everything that I want to carry along with me. And having a fixed bed is not important to me. I slept on the floor for 3.5 years and can continue to do the same thing. I insulated the floor of my van very, very, very well, to where if I want to sleep on the floor in my van, I can sleep on the floor. I'm gonna try to implement a bed in my van this time, but if I can't, I ain't. I ain't gonna stress myself out about it, okay? So, so somebody asked, why don't I put a van? It was another comment earlier today. I couldn't find it just now. Asked me, why don't I put a bathroom in the van? I don't want a bathroom in my van. I don't need a shower. I have a toilet already. I don't need a designated area in my van that's taking up space for something else that is more important to me. Most people who put bathrooms in their vans, when you see them talking about their next van bill, they're always talking about they're not going to put a bathroom in there. If you want a bathroom in your van, put a bathroom in your van. First of all, if you are by yourself, your whole van is private. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to, let me see. Hey, Miss Eleanor. Hey, Miss Eleanor. Hey, everybody that's in the chat. If you come in the chat with some crazy comments, I'm not going to even respond to you, but I'm going to say hey in general. I'm not going to even say your name if you have a crazy comment in the chat. But hey, everybody that's in the chat. Hey, Miss Eleanor. Hey, Miss Sunshine. Miss Sunshine say hugs. Good for you knowing how to express what you want. Yeah, a lot of people who haven't done van life don't even have a van. They want to put their desires on other people, and they want, oh, you need a van. Oh, you need a bathroom. Why don't you want a bathroom? I don't want a bathroom. I want a kitchen. I want a stove. I want a sink. I want a refrigerator. I want a closet. I want storage. Those are the things that I want. So, to answer your question, why don't I put a bathroom in the van? I don't want a bathroom. I have a Planet Fitness membership. I go camping at campgrounds that have bathrooms where you can go take a shower, where you can go use the bathroom. I have a portable toilet in my van, and I am going to build a pull-out for my portable toilet underneath my refrigerator. My refrigerator is going to be sitting on top of a shelf, on top of a cabinet, and within that cabinet is going to be a pull out toilet. The toilet will pull out and the toilet will go back in, and nobody will see the toilet. They will not know that the toilet is there. But the toilet is going to be under my refrigerator. Now, why am I putting the toilet under the refrigerator? Because that's the only place left in the van for me to put a toilet without blocking my aisleway. I don't want to block at this point. You guys know that the back of my van in Treasure, it was blocked off. In this van, for now, I want a walkway all the way through the back. Now, if I change my mind about that in the future, I could put a toilet in the back and block off the walkway. But for now, I don't want to block off the walkway. And I'm going to see, sometimes when you live in a van, you can see once you get in there how things are working. Is the flow of my current van bill idea. Once I start living in my van, I can see, is the flow working? Do I need to move anything else around? Do I need to tweak anything else? Am I pleased with this? Do I need to change anything else? Do I regret doing this? Do I regret doing that? And that's why I'm carefully thinking through everything that I want to do in my van, so that way I can try not to make no mistakes. And so for now, my sink is going to be, I think my sink is going to be in the back on the left side when you walk in. And I'm going to put the stove up front. And because I want more room on this side, I'm moving the refrigerator on the opposite side. And on that side, I'm going to have a cabinet underneath the refrigerator. The refrigerator is going to be sitting on top of a cabinet. And then I'm going to have a pull-out toilet underneath the refrigerator. So somebody else asked the question. Let me read y'all comments. If you guys come in my chat with a whole bunch of ridiculousness, I'm just going to put you in timeout for 24 hours. So how about that? Thanks for joining me. And welcome to timeout for 24 hours. Okay. So let me find the comments of the person that I was reading a minute ago. So they said, does the toilet have to go underneath the refrigerator? Can it go inside of the tall cabinet and make it a pull-out toilet? I could put the toilet in the cabinet. However, I need the cabinet to be a certain height so that I could fit my gazebo in it and I could fit longer, taller things in it. So the answer to that question is no. I cannot put the toilet over there because more than likely it is not going to be tall enough. After I put the toilet in there, it won't be tall enough to house the other stuff that I wanted to house. So I am putting the toilet underneath my refrigerator, and it's going to be a pull-out toilet. So that is my design plan. And yeah, I don't think that and I don't have my gazebo here with me because it's in a bag. It was in a bag. I don't have my gazebo here with me, but I think my gazebo was 6 feet tall. And yeah, my gazebo has to fit in that cabinet, and my other camping gear and other things have to fit in that cabinet. That cabinet is going to have a lot to store in it. And no, there's no room for a toilet there. I could put the toilet there if I wanted to, but then I would have to find somewhere else to put my I would have to find somewhere else to put my gazebo and my tents and all of that stuff. So that's not going to work out for what I have planned for that closet. That's a closet, not a cabinet. That's going to be a closet, a stand up closet where I can stick my gazebo in it, my tents in it, my broom in it, and I'm possibly going to have some shelves in there for other stuff. I have no idea how that closet is going to turn out. I might just build the box of the closet, and then when I get to Arizona and I get my gazebo and everything else that go up there, then maybe I'll add some shelves. I have no idea how that closet is going to turn out. So, I mean, maybe eventually one day the toilet up in there. But as for now, if I do eventually put a toilet up in there, once I figure out how tall it needs to be, then that under storage cabinet under the refrigerator will just become something else. A van bill is something that's a work in progress. A van bill is a work in progress, and you might not get it all right the first time. Like once you start living in it, you will figure out the rest. Uh, Good goal to keep it open. Open. I like the idea to have more than one exit. Yeah, because y'all know in my other van, I could not exit out the back door. It was just the side door and the front doors. I have a pass through the front where I can get from the back to the front and start my van up if I need to. I have that pass through, but then I also have the side door as an exit, and I also have the back door as an exit. So even if I put a toilet in the back, it would just be a low toilet, like a stool or a bench. I would still be able to exit out the back door. It wouldn't be blocked off like it was in the other van. But I haven't decided to do that. I haven't decided to block my back door off because for me, I know I still have a lot of DIY projects at the camper trailer. I want to be able to go get some full sheets of plywood from Home Depot and slide them in from the back if I need to. So I just want that area to be open. And I could put something that could be moved around. I've thought about that, but you know what? For now, and who knows, I might change my mind. But for now, uh, the toilet is going under the refrigerator. That's as far as I think. Now, I might change my mind and I might put a pantry under there. I don't know. But for now, I think that's where the toilet is going. Miss Sharon say, Vanessa, hope all is well. You should start a business helping others with their van bills. Miss Sharon, people don't want to pay. People don't want to pay. People just want to contact me and email me and tell me they want help and they want ideas and they want me to consult with them. And then when I tell them I'm charging a measly $100 for a consultation, girl. Them people don't ever come. Them people, I mean, people want you to offer your services and your time for free. The right person hasn't contacted me and said, this is my budget. Can you help me? And I'm willing to pay you. They just want to waste your time. And I'm unfortunately, my services are not free. I can't talk to you on the phone for free. I can't email you back and forth for free. I can't tell you what you should do with your life for free. Unfortunately, I'm trying to pay my bills. Unfortunately, I'm trying to build out my van. So my time is valuable. And if you don't value my time, then unfortunately, I can't help you. Go watch some YouTube videos or watch my videos on the channel and take value out of those. But if you want my one-on-one attention and time, unfortunately, it comes at a price. Hey, Miss Marjorie, how are you doing? Let me finish reading some comments off of the channel today. Okay, so Miss Coco says she liked how I had the stove in the back of the van in Treasure. If that would have been one thing that I could have changed in Treasure, I would have changed the stove and moved it on the side the way that I'm going to put it, because you are living in a van, because you are going to need a heat source, and I used my stove for heat. When I would turn on the stove for heat, the heat would be in the back of the van, concentrated in the back of the van, but the front of the van would still be cold. So if I move the stove to the middle, then the heat would be distributed from the front to the back and not just in the back. So that is the method to the madness, moving the stove in the location where it could give me a heat source that is going to travel throughout the van and not be concentrated in one place. Somebody else said, are there going to be any windows in the back and decorate around them showing nice and clear? No. I'm not going to have any windows in the back of my van. The only windows that I want in my van are windows that are going to open. And unfortunately, I don't like windows and I don't need a lot of windows. I only want one window in the back of my van, and that's the window that's going to be on the sliding door. That window for that sliding door is like $800 to $1,000. If anybody want to order that window for me, girl, I will give you the information so you can order that window for me. But until I could afford that window, I will not have any windows in the back of the vehicle. The windows that go on the back door are cheaper, but I don't want a window on the back door because the more windows you have in a van, the more condensation you're gonna have, the more air you're gonna have, the more moisture you're gonna have, and the more coldness you're gonna have coming into your vehicle. I have lived in a van for 3.5 years. My back windows were covered up. My back windows were also covered up by the partition that I had in the back. I didn't have access to my back windows. I didn't miss my back windows. And I don't need windows. I choose to cover up my walls for cabinets, for storage, for refrigerators. I don't need that. Like, I just want you guys to accept my floor plan because it's what I want. And if you ever choose to do van life or you ever choose to build out a van, you can consider all of those options for your van bill. I don't need windows. I have a max air fan up at the top. I have a sliding door that I can open up and look out the front window. I have a door in the back. When I'm out camping, you guys, or I'm out on BLM land, I can sleep. I'm not a scary person. I could sleep with my door open. I could sleep with my window open with the screen up. So I get plenty of air. I get plenty of sunlight. When I'm sitting out at parks, I open up my door. I'm not going to be closed into my van. Wherever I go, I'm going to open up my back door. I'm going to open up my side door. Unless it's cold outside, my doors are going to be closed. But when I go camping somewhere, my doors are going to be open. My back door is going to be open. My side door is going to be open. What do I need windows for? Hold on. Hold on, yeah. Hold on. I got to keep this screen going. So, yeah, somebody asked if there are going to be any windows in the back. There will be no windows in the back. Now, if y'all want to make some donations for all these things that y'all are suggesting, I would consider putting some windows in the back if somebody want to pay for it. That's going to be about $600 or $700. If you want to send me $600 or $700 so I can get some windows in the back, I will consider putting some windows in the back, but more than likely they're going to be covered up. I really want a window on the side door, and like I say, that particular window for my van is between $800 to $1,000. Let me see. Let me see. Anybody else? Miss Sierra say, hello, Vanessa. Thank you for sharing your ideas on how you are going to set up your van. I think it will be beautiful. Miss Rose say, beautiful job. Love it. I have learned a lot from you, and thank you for sharing. Miss Ann say, you are progressing nicely. God be with you. God be with you till we meet again. Okay, let me see. Somebody else say they like the idea about the stove being by the door. I don't know. Somebody was saying something about a lift door. I don't understand that comment. Miss Laurel say, you are a true inspiration to us all. Thank you. Miss Carolyn say the stove by the front sounds good. Somebody asked if I've been working on the van. I don't know, and it really doesn't matter. I'm going to be working on it until it's finished. Let me see if y'all saying anything. Miss Marjorie say, tell us more about how do you shower in the van and keep water from splashing on the floor. Miss Marjorie, I don't take the majority of my baths or showers in the van. If I'm in the city, I have a gym membership and I go to the gym, Planet Fitness, to take my showers. If I am camping at a campground, I go to the camping bathroom to take my showers. So I only take showers or baths in my van when I am city van dwelling and I'm in a city and there is no Planet Fitness. And I have a method to how I take my baths in the van, and I have videos on the channel showing you guys the complete setup of how I take a bath in the van. So I have like 2 or 3 videos on the channel showing you guys how I take a bath in a van. But that is not a big issue because, I can take a bath in the van. And when I usually take a bath in the van, it's very cozy, it's very convenient. I get very clean and I don't mind taking a bath in the van, but a I don't need a shower in my van to be able to take a bath. Now I did consider building a pull out uh tray to stand in to be able to take a bath so the water can drip on the ground. And I might do something like that in the future, but for now, if I did do something like that, it would be in the back. I would just build like a little platform. It'd be a little box. I started to build something like that, and I still might build something like that. And that could be very low profile, but we're going to leave some of that to the imagination because I am still at the point in my van build where I could change my mind about some few things at any moment. So, yeah, we don't know. Let me see. Do we have any more questions? Anybody else got any more questions? Let's see if I had any more. Miss Flora say, I love your interior colors. Now I get it. Sunshine because your van is yellow. Hee hee. It is a good color. If you want to be stealth, people will think you are a company van and leave you alone. Maybe that will work to my advantage. Being loud and proud might work to my advantage. Somebody said I'm always impressed and intrigued when I see people converting their own vans. And one thing you have to remember is when I share my floor plan with you, if it's something in my van that you wouldn't do, like I know a lot of people would put windows in their vans everywhere. But that's what you would do. That's what you would want. I don't want a lot of windows in my van that are going to let in condensation, that's going to let in air through the window, that's going to leak. Like the more holes you cut into the van, the more possibilities that you have for leaks. I already got too many holes on the top of my van, and I'm like, I don't want to cut no more holes in my van, but I'm going to have to cut another hole in the top of my van. Whoo, child. But anywho, um, I don't want windows in my van. If I wanted a window in my van, it's some cheap windows that I could have bought to put a window over here and a window over there. I don't want a window in my van. I don't need a window in my van. I want one window in the back, and that's on a sliding door. Everything else is cabinet space, backsplash, closet. That's what I need for me, for my comfort. And if you want a toilet and a bathroom in your van, by all means necessary, if you ever do a van bill, put a bathroom in there. If you want 5 windows in your van, by all means, put windows in there. But I can guarantee you, if you put a lot of windows in your van, you're going to regret it. I can guarantee you, if you put a bathroom in your van, you're going to regret it. You're always going to be using that empty space as storage. You're going to be throwing things up in there. You're not going to utilize that bathroom as often as you think you are, because 9 times out of 10, if you're camping somewhere where you don't have access to water, you can only carry so much water with you to take a shower. And if you have a bathroom, then you're going to always have to be close to water. Then that means you can't go out. If you go out boondocking, if you go out in the desert, or if you go out in wherever, Timbuktu, you're not going to have access to water. So how is that shower going to benefit you? You're going to have space that you've taken up that you're not able to utilize because you only could carry so much water with you. And water is heavy. Water is going to make your load heavier. So if you try to carry a lot of water with you, and then, sometimes the water that you have with you, that's enough for one long shower if you like long showers. Then with a shower, you're going to have hot water. I don't need no hot water heater, no water tank. I don't need all that. Like, I don't need that, and I don't want that. A stove is everything that I want and need in a van. It can warm the water up to wash dishes. I don't need, and somebody else has said, which I can't find a comment, but somebody else has said, why put a sink in your van? Don't put a sink in your van. I want a sink in my van. I'm making sacrifices for everything that I want in my van. I want a sink. I want a closet. I want a stove. A type of low profile drip tray for shower will be amazing to see. I have not seen anything like it. It's a couple of people that have made, I've seen a couple of people that have made portable showers on the floor where it's just a pan that they stand up in. And yeah, I've seen that. And I considered building something like that, but I'm not, look, what's the word? I considered building something like that, but I haven't committed to it yet. My mind is still, until I get that wall over there with the sink and the stove on it and the cabinets up at the top, till I get that built, I can't commit to building anything else in the back because I have to see how I'm going to use that storage. I have to see, do I want to, because if I build something in the back like a shower that I could stand up in, but it's just a pan and it's gonna have a lid on it, then I'm gonna have to cover up my floor. And then on top of that, I'm gonna have to put, because I like my tile and I want my tile to show. So then I would have to cover up the floor, buy some more tile, and tile that top or figure out how to do another top. I want my floor to show. I will be covering up half of my floor if I put anything in the back. So I want my floor to show all the way from the back to the front. And this is the thing with a van bill. Even if you get a van that you could stand up in, why does this thing keep going off? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I guess I didn't have it. Even if you get a van that you could stand up in, you only gonna have so much room. Like, can you tell me what would you want in a van? If you did van life, what would you want? Most people want a fixed bed. That's gonna take up your whole back section if you want a fixed bed. The whole back section. Then you're gonna have a little bitty, teeny bit sink, and you're more than likely not gonna be able to put a stove up in there. Like, it's only so much you can fit in a van, and you have to decide what you want the most. I've been living in a van for 3.5 years. If I don't know what I want by now, see, you guys who have never done a van bill or think you want to do a van bill or would like to live in a van, you're thinking about it from your perspective. You've never done this before, so you want to put everything in there. You want a bathroom, you want a bed, you want a refrigerator. Some of y'all might want a sink, some of y'all might not want a stove, but you want everything in there. You can't have everything in a small, compact van. If you want a whole queen size bed in there, you're not gonna have a whole bunch of other stuff. If you want a bed in your van and you want a shower in your van, that's pretty much all you're gonna get is a bed and a shower. Unless you get one of them Mercedes vans that's long, and that's gonna cost you a pretty penny, baby. I ain't got that kind of money. So Marjorie says she will want a fridge, a stove, a garage, a sink, and water. What about the bed? What about the bed, Miss Marjorie? I know you're going to want a bed, girl. A bucket toilet. Miss Sharon says she would want a bed and a toilet. I will shower and the jump. You will shower at the gym. The gym. Now see, you could have the bed and the toilet could pull out from the bed. And then you could have a little kitchen if you did it that way. Now, if I wanted to build a fixed bed in my van, I could have built a fixed bed, my batteries under the bed. I could have had the batteries under the bed. I could have had the toilet under the bed. That's the way everybody builds their vans. I don't want my van to look like else's van. Like that's the way every van build that you see. It's a bed in the back, it's a garage. I wanted something different. I mean, how many ways can you build a bed differently? So I wanted what I got. I'm giving myself what I wanted. When you do a van bill, you're able to give yourself what you want. You're able to sit in that van empty, and you're able to imagine what all you want, where you're going to put it, and you can keep moving it around in your mind till you get a good design. Y'all seen the first time I contemplated how my van bill was going to be. Everything was going to be on that long wall. My kitchen was going to be on that wall. My sink, my stove was going to be on that wall. But then when I thought about the other stuff that I wanted in the van, it wasn't going to fit on that other wall because it wasn't long enough. So I had to move stuff. Sometimes you're going to say, oh, this is what I want. And then when you actually try to implement it, and then you realize that's not going to fit in that van. So you're going to have to move something else around, and you might have to scrap something else and say, well, you know what? I can't fit that in here, so I can't have that. So what am I going to do now? I think I want to. Y'all want me to build a bed so bad. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to build a bed in the van. But if it don't work out, I'm going to be on the floor. Okay? I'm going to be on the floor. So the things that are important to me, you guys, thumbs up the live stream. Let's get the live stream to 40 thumbs up. We have 40 people in the live stream. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up, and hit the 3 dots at the top of the video and give the video a thumbs up. That's 2 ways you can thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name is Vanessa. I lived in the van for 3.5 years. My van broke down. Now I'm doing another van bill. And I'm building out my van, and I post videos on the channel showing you about my van bill. And I'm going to start going live every time somebody leaves a comment on each video every day. I'm going to go live in the evening time to discuss that video and the comments that you left on the video. So make sure y'all leave comments on the videos every day, and we can come over here and discuss that day's video and the comments that were on that video. So I will probably go live like around 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably at the latest. But I think I want to go live early, like around 5 or 6, which that would be like 8 or 9 for you guys. But the things that are important for my van, I need a stove. I need a refrigerator. I want a sink. And I need closet space. I need storage space. So that's why I don't have any windows, because the more windows that you have, the more space that you lose off of your walls. That could be storage. I want a closet on that wall. I want cabinets on that wall. I want a sink on that wall. Now, I could put a window on the wall where the sink is going to be. But then you got to figure out how to cover up the window. You got to make blinds for the windows. You got to make sure the blinds are closed so nobody can't see in. When you're trying to be stealth, which is no such thing as stealth to me, but when you're trying to be stealth, you got to make sure light is not shining through that blind so people can't see in. Girl, windows are a big commitment in a van. Windows gonna let heat in, In the summertime, it's going to let cold in. In the wintertime, it's going to let light out of those windows when you are trying to be stealth. So it's okay to have windows, but I really think you only need one or two windows in a van if you do want some. And if you don't have windows in the back of your van, on the doors in the back, I suggest you don't put windows on that unless you can get some kind of pop out window that would open up and let air in. If it's a window and it's not letting air in, it's not really serving a purpose. It's just going to be letting heat in, it's just going to be letting cold in, but it won't even let air in the summertime. And it's going to be letting heat in, and then you're going to have it covered up. So what was the real purpose? Hey, Miss Georgette. You would have a refrigerator. I got a refrigerator in the van now. When I went to Arizona, I went and got my refrigerator that I had in the shed. So I do have a refrigerator in the van. And yeah, I'm going to have a refrigerator, and I'm going to have more solar than I had before. I have 900 watts of solar on my van, and I have 4 lithium. So hopefully I will have more um, solar coming in my van than I did with Treasure. So we should be straight. I should be able to run my refrigerator. Sometimes when the solar would drop and the sun wasn't coming out that much, I would have to run my refrigerator for half the day and turn it off. If I have to do that again, some days I will, but hopefully with 400 amp hours of lithium batteries, and hopefully with uh, 900 watts of solar on the van, that will be adequate amount to keep my refrigerator running pretty much at all times. So, do anybody else have any other questions about today's video? About, I did a van tour, unfinished. I did an unfinished van tour. That video today got 230 thumbs up and 20 questions. And I'm trying to see, are there any more questions? Let me see if there are any more questions from today on that video. Okay, somebody asked Miss Eddie, Miss May said, will the stove be in close proximity to the fan? Kind of, sort of. The stove is going to be right here, and the fan is like going to be at a diagonal over there. Um, yeah, it's going to be kind of close to it, but it's going to kind of be overhead, but at an angle. So somebody said that would be great storage under there if you made the door openable. I don't know what they're talking about. I think they're talking about the pull out drawer. It is storage. It's the whole cabinet is storage. It pulls out. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I think that's all the questions from today. I think that is all the questions that people left on the channel today. So can anybody else think of anything else that they have a question about the floor plan of the van? I am going to try. I would like to be. Ooh, y'all! I would have liked to have been finished with the van in at the end of January. I would have liked to have been finished with the van before the new year. It ain't happening, Captain. So at this point, I hate to even make any predictions about when I'm going to get through with the van. I'm going to work on the van when I can. Tomorrow, I'm going to work on the van. I want to work on the electrical. I want to try to get some things situated with the electrical. I'm waiting on a piece to come in. Another entry gland I had to order because I'm gonna have to put another hole at the top of the van. I need some wire as well. So I am waiting on the wire. I'm waiting on the entry gland so I can drill another hole in the top of my roof, which I didn't want to do. And then I can screw down all of my solar panels. So I'm waiting on that. And when I get that in, then the roof will be done. But and then I need to wire everything up so I can put my ceiling up. And I need to see what design I want to put on my ceiling because I want to put some kind of design on my ceiling so that yeah, I want to put some kind of design on the ceiling. But I'm trying to figure it out as I go, you guys. Hey, Miss Shay, how you doing? Come on in and thumbs up the video. But I would like to be through with my van by the end of February, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But anywho, it is what it is. When I get through, like Miss Charlene said, you're gonna get through when you get through. I'm gonna get through when I get through, y'all. When I get through, I'll be through. And until I get through, I'm still working on it as much as I can. I do have a lot of stuff for the van. Everything that you guys sent me, I have on the side of the bed over here. I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stove out to the van, and I'm going to pull the sink out, and I'm going to put that on that side so I can see how wide I need to make my cabinets. But I think that's the next thing I'm going to do. Y'all, let me go run to the bathroom. I have to use the bathroom. Let me go run to the bathroom right quick. I'll be right back. And I need to give me some water because I need to drink my electrolytes. Y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm making my electrolytes. Father God, in the name of Jesus, thank you, Lord. Please do not type other people's channels in my name in my chat. I do not allow promoting of other people's channels in my chat. So, yeah. Don't do that because you'll get blocked. But yeah, I'm going to take the stove and the sink, and I'm going to put it over on there on that wall. And yeah, I kind of want to start on that wall like now. I kind of want to start on that wall over there for some reason. Like now, I could start building the cabinet at the bottom. I could start building the cabinet up at the top. I'm kind of thinking about starting that. Who knows? I might start building the cabinets tomorrow at the top. I think I have enough wood to start working on that. Hey there, Miss Rose. How are you doing? Hey, Vanessa. Still her on ceiling decorating. Huh? I don't understand what you're saying. Do what on the ceiling decoration? I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say. Can you rephrase it? But yeah, I think I'm gonna take this stove out to the van and the I think I'm gonna take the stove out to the van and the sink. Now some people put the pull out toilet by that cabinet that's going to be on the front door. So say for instance that would be my stove. Some people will put the pull out cabinet there. I don't want the pull out cabinet in the front. I mean the toilet. Y'all, I like my toilet. Now my toilet, when I would go to bed at night, used to be in the front by the front door because I slept with my head. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be sleeping with my head. Ooh, I liked sleeping with my head toward the back of the van, and so the toilet was up there at the front. But now I think my head is gonna be at the top of the van, at the front of the van. So the toilet is gonna have to be. You got to think about where you're gonna be sleeping at. So when you get out of bed, you could just get up and use the bathroom. So I have to consider all of that. I don't know where stuff is going to end up being. I thought about putting my toilet in a box that have wheels on it and it could be moved around. But then again, I just want it concealed in a cabinet or something. Put a sun on the ceiling. I don't know about that. I'm going for a more elegant vibe. So I don't know. I'm going for more like, I can't explain it. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do to the ceiling, but at one point I did have some ideas. I don't know if I want a sun on the ceiling. The color of the van is yellow. It's loud enough. Like, now I don't think I want a sun on the ceiling, but I got some ideas, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know until I start. Until I put the. I don't know. I'm gonna just say this. I don't know. I had some ideas for the ceiling, but I don't know. Keep the ceiling calm. I don't think the ceiling is gonna be calm. I don't think the ceiling is gonna be calm. But I know I'm gonna have 5 lights in the ceiling. 2 in the back, 2 in the middle, and 1 up front. I know that. But I don't know. I know the ceiling is going to be white. And whether or not it's going to have any other aspects to it, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see. Because I got a lot. I'm going to have a lot going on in that van, y'all. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm going to have a lot of patterns, a lot of color. I want this same, but I'm probably not going to be able to get it off the bat. Now, when I have my housewarming party for the van, I'm going to put this on my Amazon wish list. Maybe somebody could order it from me. But I want this same comforter set and this same set in the van. Those are the colors that I want in the van. I want this same comforter set. I love the colors in this van. My busy ceiling gave you OCD. I loved my ceiling in Treasure. It gave you OCD, girl. Oh, that's funny. You know what I need y'all to help me figure out? I need y'all to help me figure out what to do with the back door. My ceiling gave you OCD. It triggered me to start cleaning. Miss Marjorie, people loved my ceiling. It was buffering. Let me see. Am I coming in now? It was buffering, yeah. I loved my ceiling. That was just a reminder of all the love from all my supporters. Miss Shay say maybe you can do your back like your ceiling in Treasure. No, I don't want the cards in my van this time. But I'm thinking about putting something else on that back door. And I have no idea what. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I don't know what else I'm going to do. But I kind of feel like it needs something. Because you're going to be staring at that back door when it's closed. And I kind of feel like it needs something, child. Who knows what I'm going to do to that back door. But it looked like I'm coming in blurry right now. Am I coming in blurry? Y'all leave out and come back in and tell me if I am blurry. Is it okay now? Okay, I'm coming in clear now. Miss Marjorie say, hey there. Hey there, Rod. Miss Marjorie say, haha, nope, keep the cards in your glove compartment. Marjorie. Miss Marjorie, well, I'm not going to put the cards up, but I'm going to have other stuff that might give you OCD. Because I think I'm going to have a lot of patterns and a lot of color. Y'all have to just wait and see. So I don't know if you're going to get OCD or not. But yeah, I really need to figure out something to do with that back door. I don't know what to do with the back door. And then when I watch other videos of what they did with the back door on Ford Transit, it's not inspiring to me. It's not, I don't know. I want something, but I don't know what. But anyway, y'all, I enjoyed talking to you guys. I just want to come on here and talk. I'm going to try to come live every day and have a conversation with you about the previous video earlier that day. But I'm probably going to come a lot earlier than tonight. So, yeah, I washed dishes not too long ago, and I cooked some fish. Miss Charlene wanted some salmon, so I cooked some salmon and I bought her some eggs. And now I'm getting ready to go for my night live stream. I'm already ready for bed, so I'm just going to go to sleep. And so I'm going to sleep on the other channel. I do my sleeping lives over there every night on Vanessa's daily live streams. So if you guys are interested in coming over there and relaxing with me, I'm gonna start a live stream on that channel. Miss Marjorie say I love all the patterns and the colors, just love it because it makes sense and ties together. Thank you, Miss Marjorie. I appreciate you. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening. Thank y'all for coming in tonight and chatting with me, and I will see you tomorrow, and I will see you tonight on the other channel. So y'all have a good evening. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Oh, I don't know why thought I could end the live over here, but I'm getting ready to start another live on the other channel. So I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye. I need to go to sleep. I'm tired.